I gave you my heart.
Yo, what's up YouTube? What's up everybody? Back at you with another one on today. I am TA of Noble Sports Entertainment. If this is your first time stopping by the channel on today, I just want to let you know on this channel we talk sports period. Make sure you subscribe. Alright guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this one. Alright guys, we got some breaking news in Houston on today. Houston, we got a problem. Alright guys, this is stemming from the playoffs this season when the Houston Rockets had an opportunity to put out the rentless Golden State Warriors, and they didn't get the job done. And from some of the players, there's been said out there that there was speculations between, and there was arguments between Chris Paul and James Harden, and the reason of the argument was basically ball movement. Now we know that James Harden is more of an ISO type of player. Chris Paul is a more player that can score and get the team involved as well. And he normally is a double-double type of guy. You know what I mean? 15, 16 points, 18 points a game with at least 10 assists. But when you got two guys that are ball dominant, like Chris Paul and James Harden, who's more of an ISO guy, you have these situations going on. And it looks like Chris Paul has demanded a trade. Now, whether or not he will be able to be traded out of there, I definitely think the owner wants to bust the team up and get some other players in here. I don't know what team will be willing to take on Chris Paul's contract. The contract that Chris Paul has over the next few seasons is going to pay him a lot of cash, a lot of money. And I believe it's going to be close to $40 million that Chris Paul is going to be making towards the end of the deal. But definitely, man, this is steaming from the playoffs, man. These guys have not been able to see eye to eye, and I guess it's really deep than what we really know. These guys, you know, normally when teammates get into it, you know, it normally happens. You know, a lot of teammates get into it with one another, and they get into with each other, but at the same time, they respect one another and say, hey, look, you know what I'm saying, you know, my bad, you know, I misunderstood what you were saying. I miscommunicate what you were talking about on the basketball court, and I think that this is a miscommunication that is simply going wrong. And I don't know what team will be able to grab Chris Paul. Now, I know that there's a team that probably will be interested in Chris Paul, but you know, Chris Paul is about to be 34 years old. He's getting a little bit older now, and he's not the player that he used to be. But at the same time, he still can get buckets, and he still can run an offense, and he's still a floor general. And definitely Chris Paul is one of my guys that I've always liked because he plays the position how the position is supposed to be played, and that's getting guys involved and being able to score when you need to. But this looks like it's headed for a divorce, man. Only a couple seasons together, and it looks like because both of these guys are ball dominant, and their ego probably is in the way right now, is what's causing this team to be able to go in a different direction in 2019. I still think that Houston has a lot of talent on that team, but it depends on what they do this season. You know, just like Kobe Bryant said, you can't win an NBA championship going out and scoring 50 and 60 points every single game if you're James Harden, you know, because you pretty much got the green light to do whatever you want to do. We know that James Harden is a very good player, but at the same time, you can't win an NBA championship that way. So hopefully, man, we'll figure out what's going to happen between Chris Paul and James Harden, and will Chris Paul get his wishes that he'll be able to depart from the Houston Rockets. So we'll see what's going to transpire in the coming days. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. Peace.
I gave you my heart.